I am a real American. Fight for the rights of every man. Something,
All right.
something, something. Hulk Hogan looks like a hot dog.
Welcome to Coco Sports is never going off the air. I still have to do it G1. Man, this just tons of news right now hitting the internet like crazy. And I was doing a podcast and like everyone was messaging me, what about Hulk Hogan? What about Hulk Hogan? I'm like, I don't know. What about Hulk Hogan? I get off the podcast. I'm like, oh my God, Hulk Hogan. Anyway, so for those that don't know, tomorrow we'll know a hell of a lot more. But WWE is cutting ties with Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan's removed him from WWE's website, merchandise poll. They're acting like he's Chris
Hall of
Benoit.
Fame, too.
Yeah, Hall of Fame, all the pages. And not only that, but he's in the middle of the season of Tough Enough.
And they changed Curtis Axel's gimmick on the site, too.
Yeah, so basically WWE is giving him Chris Benoit treatment. Now, hear me out on this one. The Chris Benoit treatment really made sense at the time. You're like, oh, dude, it sucks, but I understand. But when you give the Chris Benoit treatment to Hogan, we don't know what he did yet, so let's pump our brakes. The biggest rumors right now online is that it's a really bad racist rant.
Yeah.
That's what the rumors are, but we don't know exactly.
Yeah, the rumor is the popular rumor that I've seen is that it's the video that was referred to a few years back by the site that leaked all the sex tapes, saying there was another tape in the Clems, and fucking the Love Sponge's house. There was another tape though where it's just Hogan going on an M-Bob rant. Just the whole.
I'm just saying, dude. Bubba Love Sponge, hey, dude, I enjoy your show, but you are a horrible, horrible friend.
Right? They ruined his friend's life.
Yeah, without a doubt. And the Hogan's been going through a lot. We don't know what it is, but it's supposed to be a racist rant. I don't know how bad it is. But here's the thing. CM Punk left because he was angry, and Hulk Hogan had a racist rant. I think like we're giving the Chris Benoit treatment out a little way too much these days. But even Hogan tweeted, let me read
CM Punk's on the website, though, again.
Oh, is he? Well, that's good.
Yeah,
that's good. Yeah,
CM Punk is on the website.
It would feel because it'd feel weird. Like I don't know how bad Hulk Hogan's rant is. I don't know what Hulk Hogan did, but it would be weird if you put CM Punk with those two guys. You know what I mean? Like I was angry and I left. I shouldn't get that treatment. But
here's my thing though. I give the racist thing some credence purely off the fact that WWE's already had huge issues because of the whole Alberto Del Rio thing.
Yeah, and not only Tough Enough. Let's break this down. We're so excited. We're jumping around all over the place. I'm sure that we're not the only person that's talking about this, but basically it started off with a tweet from Hulk Hogan about 2 hours ago, maybe 3 hours ago. In the storm, I release control. God and his universe will sail me where he wants me to be. One love, Hulk Hogan. And I don't know if you have pathetic friends on Facebook or Twitter. That means you're in trouble. Like when your friend leaves messages like that, you're in trouble. And then WWE, they pulled Hulk Hogan off everything. The Tough Enough page, everything, merchandise. They even changed Curtis Axel's profile. He's not Axelmania anymore. So they dropped that gimmick. And there's a rumor of an audio recording that's going to leak tomorrow about the N-word. He used the N-word and he went on a racist rant.
Here's the thing worth mentioning, though, that I think is really important. On this one forum, the Coli, and this was something like whenever I found out, I told you I was trying to find out why, because it blows my mind. I love Hogan. So like I'm reading into it, and apparently this forum, though, a guy posted at 9 p.m. yesterday. Tomorrow, the scandal breaks. WWE will sever all ties with Hulk Hogan when the National Enquirer releases audio of the Hulkster dropping the N-bomb so liberally that insiders are saying there's no coming back from this.
That's just sad.
But you know what I mean? That got posted that far in advance.
Yeah, and I know that, but I guess they just snuck up on it. I don't know the situation, but WWE is doing it, and it's just a crazy situation because here it is. This is the way I see it.
Michael Hayes didn't get fired.
I know Michael Hayes didn't get fired. A lot of people didn't get fired. That's where I'm coming from.
Racist Alberto Del Rio didn't get fired.
Nope, and that's where I want to go. It's like, I guess being a celebrity and having recordings are a lot more dangerous than you just straight up being racist. Let's be completely honest. Tough Enough is racist enough. WWE is probably the most openly public traded racist company there is. Like if you had, I'm going to go look on a stock market. Who's the most racist company out there? WWE has to be leading, especially that the public knows about. So,
or at least Vince and Michael Hayes.
Yeah, I know. Like, well, why do certain people get to keep their jobs and so other people don't? And I guess it's just, the disadvantage of being celebrity.
But hasn't Hulk Hogan even said the N-word before, like on TV?
Well, I saw him. He says the N-word very loosely in conversations. There's you sent me a YouTube clip, but
that was Hogan.
Yeah. I live in. I used to live in Tampa. I live in Tokyo now. I used to live in Tampa, and Hogan thought it was okay to say it if he was repeating it and all that. So yeah, he has said the N-word a bunch. But at the same time, he's kind of like, I'm cool, right? I'm cool for an old white guy. That was his, stick about it, which I don't know if is right or not right. This is a huge topic. But this, I guess, is a lot worse than that. But to me, racism should be punished, but it seems like it's only punished if it's broke on TMZ. It's like, oh, he said the N-word on radio. Oh, it's not that big a deal. Oh, he said the N-word. But then again, for the record, we don't know what he's about.
Yeah, that's the big thing. Is racism just doesn't match the punishment to me. This is Hulk Hogan.
Because obviously we're two fucking white nerdy guys, and there's gonna be someone that's angry, like, how dare fucking white people talk about racism? But here's the thing: WWE clearly has a racism problem, so it's kind of weird that it would be like, oh, the Klan master got thrown out of the KKK for being racist. And it's like...
Yeah. It's like, wait, what?
You're going to throw people out of the WWE for being racist? Really?
Seriously, you've had one half black champion in 50 fucking years. Michael Hayes called Mark Henry the N-word and nothing happened. You just had a dude get slapped by Del Rio for being racist and nothing happened to that guy. And then you've had Vince McMahon known as being racist as fuck for the longest time. You have things like Vince McMahon even, and this isn't just black, because he's racist to everyone.
Do you think it's one of these situations where they know they have a problem, but they don't want to bring it up, but then there's that one big event, and when that one big event happens, they're like, oh, this is how we can turn it around. Like right now, prior to this Hulk Hogan situation, everyone knew WWE was racist. I mean, we were talking about it with Patrick. Everyone knew WWE is racist, but they can't say we're racist. They can't be like, well, sucks about Michael P.S.A., sucks about Alberto Del Rio. It sucks. So now they have this scapegoat. Chris Benoit murdered his family, and now it's drug-free. Do you think it's kind of like the rebel flag thing? And they're like, this is horrible, but since this big thing happened, let's change it because of this.
No.
You don't think so? All right.
No, because I legitimately believe that Vince McMahon, there's been so many quotes that there's no way he's not racist. And Michael Hayes,
he's actually said the N-word. Vince McMahon has said the N-word live on television.
Yeah, that was who I was referring to. He said the N-word before on TV. We have quotes from him where he talked about Gail Kim and being like, wait, guys are into Asian women? And stuff like that, and it's
he don't want to hire any Asians.
He's a racist.
And if you ask around, which quote and granted, these are all internet rumors, so take it for what they were. But when 800 billion people call you a racist, you might have a PR image problem, or you might be a racist. But he's openly said he's only need one of every race. You know what I mean? He's been caught saying that. They're like, oh, you'll be our one Japanese guy. And Okada's like, what the fuck you just say? You know what I mean?
Wait, is Kenta their one Japanese guy right now?
They fired Yoshitatsu when they hired him.
Wow. Holy shit,
but they were trying to make Okada that one Japanese guy. And Okada's like, no, I worked for TNA. I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, Okada's like, no, I've done enough racist fucking white people companies. I'm good.
So, but yeah. And my whole thing is, I know we're excited. I know you were like, we got to do a podcast. We got to do a podcast. Hulk Hogan's not in WWE, and I think that is huge. Hulk Hogan not being in WWE is huge. Now, granted, and it's not like he left for TNA and other jobs. He's left before, but he's always come back. This is something that you might not come back.
They're erasing him.
Yeah,
like he's not.
I don't think even
back.
when they were in TNA, they didn't erase him.
No,
they didn't erase him when he was in TNA.
This is insane to me. Like,
it has to be big.
How do you erase Hulk Hogan?
Well, here's the and not on top of that, but like tomorrow or whenever if this audio gets out, not our audio, but the audio of Hulk Hogan dropping the N-word, dude, it better be so over the top that I start getting sick to my stomach.
Like, it better be so bad that I regret ever liking Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, because even JBL has slipped up and said the N-word. Like recently, he described one of the black athletes' ankle as the N-word ankle. So like,
wow.
Yeah. So
I missed that. Jesus.
It's a real clip, and it's one of those. Did he say what I think he said? Rewind and stuff. Yeah.
Wow.
But you know, it's one of those things where like, this better be friggin' huge. If not, I think it's just a PR stunt. But the way they're describing it, and the way they're dumping him, it has to be huge. It has to be one of those things like, wow, Hogan, you're not a good person. I don't think that's my logic.
Like, I mean, but the thing, this is the part that I think really, really sucks for Hogan is, like I showed you, he goes on like black radio shows and stuff like that. He'll do press. He'll work with like Booker T, stuff like that. So I have trouble believing he's actually legitimately like a hardcore racist. And like that thing I had sent you, that one interview, like he was name dropping a shit ton of famous black people that he's hung out with. Like, and granted, that could just be Hogan, you know, being Hogan and making shit up again.
Hogan once said he was going to be in Metallica, and then George Foreman was going to be his.
Yeah, but he said the George Foreman grill was should have been his on his reality show. I remember.
Yeah. But the best part is Metallica's like, I have no idea who the fuck you are.
But it's like, this is insane to me. It's like he might have just slipped up. That's my feeling. Is like, I feel like maybe he had a really bad encounter with a black guy, and for some reason it came out as a really racist rant because he didn't know what else to say about the guy or something. I don't.
It's got to be.
I don't know. I think
it has to be more than that. But I don't know. It depends how bad the rant is. Like, people have said some horrible things, but then look at Donald Trump. Donald Trump regularly says horrible things, and I think he's like second or first place in the GOP.
He's first in the polls.
Yeah, so I don't know.
And he basically said "fuck Mexico" and Mexicans.
Yeah. TNA's even doing a storyline about it. But man, I don't know. It's got to be horrible. That's my thing. It's got, because there's no coming back from it.
Well,
it just
moving beyond,
to be horrible. But not only that, but America loves forgiving people. Like,
mm-hmm.
America loves forgiving people. Like, all right, you know, we're going to talk about race. This is going to get scary. White people are harder to forgive in America than any other race because they're like, oh, you're racist, you're white, boo, you know, it's just the way it is. But even then, like, white people have said horrible things, and people are like, oh, we forgive you. And if you're a minority, you don't even have to follow a second Twitter account. Like, you're like, I said something horrible. Oh, well, what are you going to do?
Okay.
And I think, like, everyone's a little bit racist, but for this reaction, it's got to be horrible. It just
not only
has
that,
to be.
but the reaction, the question I have regarding the reaction is, okay, so you're going to delete him from everything, right? This is Hulk Hogan. It doesn't matter if you delete him off your website and everything. Everyone in their minds who hears Hulk Hogan thinks WWE, WCW. When you hear Hulk Hogan,
I don't even think it's WCW. It's been so long. I think it's WWE and WWF. I don't think people even think WCW.
Yeah, probably, but well, I mean, I feel like people still, like, a lot of people are still going to be like Hulk Hogan, NWO.
I think wrestling fans. Yeah, but even now, I bet you if you go to the average person, say, even if they say NWO, they're going to think, oh, WWF, WWE. You know, I think
that's true. Yeah,
no matter what.
Like,
I mean, no one's going around saying, man, that AWA wrestler Hulk Hogan is really going on a rant right now.
Like, all right, so they're scrubbing him, and no one's going to forget that Hogan worked for WWE. But then on top of that, so that's not going to be effective. But then if you if they're really doing the full Benoit treatment, there are going to be a lot of missing iconic matches on the network.
Oh, yeah.
Because, I mean, that's the whole thing. Benoit, we don't even get to see his matches anymore. Like, Benoit doesn't exist in history as far as WWE is concerned. So if they're doing the same thing to Hogan, how do you do that to the WWE history with Hulk Hogan? He's so iconic in their past, and he's such a big part of their history.
Yeah. It's just going to be crazy. And not only that, but like I was never a Hulkamaniac, but it's what helped build each other. Vince and Hogan helped build each other. And I don't know, like, when it comes to Benoit, we don't know where Hogan is. Hogan could have just slipped up and said the N-word and been angry, and like, I'm angry at black people, and then people are overreacting. Or he could have gave a KKK victory speech. We don't really know which route. Like, that's the big mystery to me. Like, then once we know and hear the audio, if it leaks out, that's the mystery. But besides that, it's like, should we be erasing people? Like, I don't think so. I mean, and here's WWE. WWE, you have porn stars, you have murderers, you have horrible, horrible people in your Hall of Fame, and you're not erasing them. And
yeah, they're still on the fucking page, but Hogan's being erased.
Yeah, and all that, but like, should we erase history just to make it? You know, and granted, we're getting a lot deeper here than what we probably originally planned for this podcast. But if someone does something horrible, should we erase what they've done? Like Chris Benoit and all that, you know, should we erase? I don't think we should.
Because it acts as a reminder to people in the future.
Yeah.
Like, hey, this is a mistake we made once. We're never going to do that again. But just remember, like, it happened once. But you don't take away.
How do you think the phone call went? Do you think Vince took the phone call? Because I'm sure, like, Hulk Hogan's like, "What's up, brother? Like, you hear about this? Hear about what? Goddamn Bubba the Love Sponge." You know, like, okay, I'm reenacting here. Probably not as accurate as what. But then Vince is like, "We're going to have to let you go." Do you think he's like, "Really, Vince? You are going to have to let me go? You, Vince McMahon, are going to have to fire me, the racist Hulk Hogan. Is this how this conversation's going down, brother?"
That makes me think something, though. I guarantee, like, I'll be amazed if WWE
what if Hogan was on the phone in the video clip of Bubba Love Sponge and Vince McMahon was on the other side of the line?
God, that would be hilarious. Like, so who were you on the phone with, Hogan? He's like, "Well, fuck it. They deleted me from the website. It was Vince." But I feel like they had to have done that. I feel like they probably contacted him before deleting him from the website, and that's probably when the tweet went up and everything, was they probably told him, "Hey, this is going out tomorrow. We got a heads up from someone. We're deleting you. If you just ride the storm out, stay calm and everything, we'll fix it later." Because you know he has to have dirt on Vince and everything. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Because he's been around so long that if Vince just flat out, Hogan's proven he's vindictive. If Vince just flat out burns him and didn't have any sort of talk with him or anything before it and just burns him for this, and then it ends up coming out and it was something super minor, this is going to be ugly.
Yeah, it definitely is. But, and like, just to get a little crazy here, you know, just to try to lighten up the mood, do you think Hogan regrets not saving Patrick from Tough Enough now?
Probably, because if he had saved Patrick, that would have been so easy for him to be like, "Wait, I'm not racist."
And the second thing that's kind of fucked up, hear me out on this one, is, what if this is just a ratings grab for Tough Enough? They're like, "This fucking sucks, Hogan. I can release one of your." I don't know. Sometimes I'm being a little silly, but it would not put me past Vince to be like, "All right, we'll leak it out now," because you know people are going to watch Tough Enough to see how they handle it, because he was a judge, you know, and they were hurting for ratings.
The best approach would have been to keep Axel as Axelmania. Just put Axelmania in his seat and just act like nothing changed. Don't acknowledge it at all. Kayfabe the shit out of it. That's Hulk Hogan now.
Yeah, and it was funny too, because like we were talking offline, and I was talking about, like, I was thinking about making a video. I didn't watch Tough Enough, but I was thinking about going Tough Enough, Racist Enough, because dude, like for real, the first show they didn't interview the black guy in Tough Talk. They just skipped over him. They interviewed everyone with the black guy, and then at the live Raw, Patrick comes up, the black guy, and he gets cheered like crazy, and no one else got cheered. And then they're like, "Oh, the fans voted him off." And I'm like, "Uh-huh." And then the coaches are like, "This was on you. You're racist, not us." Yeah. Okay.
Big
Booker, calm the fuck down there, champ.
Is like,
ridiculous.
Well, I don't know if that was rigged. They give 5 minutes of live voting for you to vote for people, and that's 5 minutes. And it's only East Coast. It's 5 minutes based off when it airs in the East Coast.
Roman Reigns really won. It's all rigged. It's ridiculous.
No,
do you think Roman Reigns really won Superstar of the Year that year? Do you think the Bellas won Divas of the Year that year?
God,
it's rigged. It's rigged.
But I think 5 minutes of voting time, it's guaranteed you're never going to get an accurate representation of what people want.
If you go off Twitter, if you just go off Twitter in 5 minutes, if I'm ZZ or any of the other cats, or even Patrick, just hire a Twitter hacker. For 5 minutes, you can get anything trended if you get a couple hackers from around the world.
That's true.
What if ZZ is really not as popular as we think he is? He's like one of the few names I know. That's why I keep pulling him up. But what if
got a botnet?
He just went on Fiverr, went on YouTube, went on and just and just froze his numbers for 5 minutes. Because you can obviously trick Twitter if you have enough money, or not even enough money, just the right hackers. It's not that hard to hack Twitter and become trending. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. But now we're getting way off topic.
So does this mean Sting won?
Sting did want to get rid of Hogan and NWO. It took years. This motherfucker's waiting for the last second. Sting is the one holding the camera while he reds.
I have a technical question. Have we seen Hogan inside a WWE ring since after the NWO ankle at WrestleMania?
I don't think so. I'm going to go with probably not.
Proven. He ended Hulk Hogan's career. This was his video. He leaked it.
It took years and years. Look, we're being silly now. We apologize. It's a serious topic. But until we actually hear what he says, this is pretty much it. It's just Sting going, "Hey, what did that Uncle Joe, that racist son of a bitch, say?" And then he puts on an accent, and Sting just records it. But, yep, got it, Hogan.
Nailed it.
We'll see who gets it. All right, now we're just being stupid. But I'm very interested to see what the tape actually is, and if it's nothing that big, I'm gonna be a little shocked. But if it's huge, I think they're shocked no matter what.
Yeah,
I just think the reaction. I think the reaction. And my whole thing is the racist rant might just be a distraction. There might be something way bigger. Because
it's got to be big. I feel like if it's not something big, then WWE's really going to get it bit in the ass for jumping way too far over this.
Well, and not only that, but they are racist. That's the problem. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's kind of like, let's say they're like Coco Sports. There's 5 of us, and we all are racist. We're like, "Oh, screw friggin' the purple race." Am I right? And Rob's like, "Yeah, fuck those grapes." I can't believe you used the G word for the people. But let's say we're all racist towards purple people, and we find out on audio Rob is ranting and raving about purple people, and I just say, "Okay, Rob never existed." Well, Rob's gonna be like, "Fuck you, you racist bastard." So I
never existed.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think this is going to lead to a huge mess, and I'm very interested in see where it goes. So, and not only that, but Hogan's already trying to sue someone for a sex tape, and it's funny because
he's suing Docker.
Oh, we can't let China be in the Hall of Fame. Meanwhile, Hogan's having sex tapes with KKK members. It's just insane. It's insane. So we'll try to keep you.
Was she a KKK member?
I'm just being sarcastic now.
Oh, I didn't know. I was like, maybe she was. She had great tits, if I remember right.
And that's what counts as a KKK member these days?
Yeah, maybe.
And I like, but everyone is so sensitive about
KKK
race.
Everyone's
so sensitive about race right now that it's absolutely insane. So
that's true too.
At Shaner_123 liked and tweeted us. Much love, appreciate it. I'm gonna refresh this, get some live comments in, and I'm gonna go. And they must know I want to do a G1 because I'm like, oh, I got to do a G1 show, and now I got to do this. All right, so Franielli says, I just got here. Start from top, if you may. I please. Rob, welcome back. All right, Rob, give the brief summary for Franielli.
All right, the brief summary is it was posted on 9 p.m. yesterday, at 9 p.m. yesterday on some small forum that I've never heard of, but apparently a lot of people use. The scandal was going to break today. WWE would sever all ties with Hulk Hogan and the National Enquirer when the National Enquirer releases audio of Hulkster dropping the N-word so liberally that insiders are saying there's no coming back from this. And then hours later, he was deleted from the website. He sent out the tweet saying, in the storm, I release control. God and his universe will sail me where he wants me to be. One love, HH. And he was deleted from the WWE website. He was deleted from the Hall of Fame website. Everything. And they also changed Axelmania over to just regular Curtis Axel on the website, too.
So you're saying one good thing happened.
Yeah, one good thing happened from this. We'll never have to see Macho Mandow again, or Axelmania, which went on way too goddamn long.
Geek Essential says, wow, this is shocking, man. Hulk Hogan says the N-word. And please check out Geek Essentials. They always help out our channel. Richard Contreras, what the fuck? And there's an extra F. So what the fuck, fuckers? We're trying to tell you what's going on, Richard.
I think he's just in shock. There are a lot of Hulkamaniacs out there, man.
Yeah. King
also,
Dark. Go ahead.
WWE Shop also removed every Hulk Hogan item from the shop.
Yeah, they didn't even do that when he moved to TNA. So that's
insane.
I don't know.
That's money.
Yeah,
that's money at that point. Hogan doesn't. I mean, Vince doesn't joke around about money. No, it's got to be bad if he took him off the shop too.
Yeah. King DW2100, I like to call him Darkwing Duck, King Darkwing, says, I hope he ain't really a racist. I've been around a lot of people I've worked with, and they say a lot of racist shit, but they're not really racist. And sometimes it's just being uneducated. Like, sometimes, like, if I meet a race, like, if I go to India, I'm like, oh, is this racist? I don't know. My Australian friends always fuck with Japanese people because they're like, hey, what's going on, mate? And my Australian friends will be like, that's racist! And they just believe them. So a lot of times it's maybe they're trying to be funny and they don't know what's racist. Maybe they're uneducated. And sometimes people just find shock value to be funny. And I'm going to have to admit, I find that type of humor funny. But I try not to do that stuff for the simple fact is someone's really offended by it. And I don't, you know what I mean? It's just not worth the laugh. But I'm sure we've all said racist stuff before. It's just, you don't know. Like, I've traveled the world and you don't know. So the best thing to do is to educate yourself and ask. I know that might not make much sense, but there's a difference between saying racist shit and doing racist shit. And I agree. And I'll just give an example in the Marine Corps. In New Jersey, growing up, we said racist shit all the time, but we weren't racist. Like, and I remember when I got in the Marine Corps, there was white Marines and black Marines, and they went their separate ways. But before, at work, they have to work together. And I remember the white Marines were making fun of the black Marines, and I was joining in. I was like, ha, 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 watermelon, big penises, get it? Ha, 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 ha. But it was like a group, and everyone was busting each other's balls. And I thought we were having a good time. But then, like, afterwards, like, hey, we're going to the club. You want to come? Like, sure. You want to wait up for the others? And they were like, oh, I thought you were one of us. And I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. I'll talk about their big penises and watermelon all day, but we're not, what do you mean one of us, So a lot of times, yeah, because I didn't know, I grew up in New Jersey. I didn't know racism existed. I thought it was just something in history books. Until I got into the Marine Corps, then I was like, oh, no, there's really racism in the world. You know what I mean?
Wait, what if Hulk Hogan killed Scott Steiner?
Okay, first off, that's hilarious. Second off, if that's true, I'm going to feel so bad for laughing. All right. I think it's just a thing amongst older folks. I work with people that would spew out a lot of stupid racist shit out of their mouths, but in reality, they're really like and help people of race, and we're talking shit about. But that's out in public among the world. It's going to be 10 times worse. Yeah, and friends make fun of friends all the time of different races, and also like in Japan. I love Japan, but they are racist as fuck. But a lot of times they don't know. I'll get my neighbors because well, there's a couple examples. There's 3 examples just within a week. This week alone, one, a white lady. I'm sorry, not a white lady. A Japanese lady was following me. A Japanese lady is following me to my house and called the cops and said I was gonna rape her. And the cops are like, "Well, you were following him. How was he gonna rape her?" And her reason for me wanting to rape her while she was following me was because white people don't live in this neighborhood. It's too nice. So, yeah, you get stuff like that. Yeah. Second one, I have a neighbor. I love him to death. Old man racist. But he says shit like this all the time. "Oh, there's so many white people in Japan. I wish they were more like you." And I'm like, not a compliment. Not a compliment. And sometimes it's just weird stuff. Like, you don't know where it comes from. Like, I didn't know this, but according to my Japanese old racist neighbor, he comes over and is like, "Oh, you're white. Give me some salt." And I'm like, "What do you mean give you salt?" He's like, "Oh, white people always have salt, and I'm low on salt." And I'm like, "I didn't even know that was a stereotype. Did you know people think white people have salt all the time?" I do have salt. Do you have salt? I didn't know that was a thing.
I have salt. Like, I mean, I use it in water to boil things faster.
Yeah, I don't know if that's true. That's one of those things
I don't know.
that I do.
I trust it every time. I trust it every time. I'm like, whatever. I'm not stopping. If it works, it's working.
Fucking white people. Lennox Wooderson says, "What happens to Tough Enough? Was he ranting on Patrick? We actually don't know, but
I watched.
I doubt it wasn't. I doubt it wasn't Patrick because it's an older thing that was done in Bubba the Love Sponge. So I doubt he was ranting on Patrick. We were just joking that he probably should have saved Patrick and how Tough Enough is racist. Will WWE get 100,000 at WrestleMania 30, or will they lie? Well,
Wait,
I would.
what?
Well,
30 already happened.
Yeah,
man.
30 already. I think he's talking about 32 in Dallas.
Oh,
Would he get
I don't know.
100,000? I don't know. It depends on the card and the marketing.
Yeah.
Plus, you got to know that Dallas is going to want to be behind that because right now the Dallas Stadium is so humongous and great, and Jerry Jones and Vince McMahon have the same type of attitude. So
They don't like black people? I don't believe that. The Cowboys have a lot of black people.
not black people, just as far as like wanting to break records. Like the Dallas Stadium record as much as him. Like, I'm pretty sure most stadiums are like, who gives a shit if you break the record? Just pay us. But I think, because Jerry Jones wants all the big boxing events. He wants all the big MMA events. And if he can prove he can shatter records with WrestleMania, that helps his cause. So I think they're going to break it, but I think that they're going to do everything they can. And I'm hoping WrestleMania is Vince McMahon's last hurrah. Like, I hope, like, Vince, do whatever you want. Even, like, with Hogan. I was like, oh, Hogan gets the last match. Who cares? I just want to see,
maybe that's why he wants to break the record.
Maybe that's so Hogan's not on it.
No. I mean, like, maybe that's why Vince wants to break the record at WrestleMania 32.
So he can walk away? Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for.
That makes sense.
Because it goes out on top. Because right now, statistically, he's the lowest of the low. But they make the most money. Yeah, but you can't brag about ratings. You can't brag about, you know what I mean?
Wait, how do we get on this?
Because of a question. If we're going to break it.
Oh, okay. I stopped for a second. I was like, wait, I thought we were talking about Hulk Hogan and racism. What?
Welcome to Coco Sports. We go to live comments. We missed a lot. We missed a lot the last show, but we do it. All right, so there. Because I
wasn't on the last show. I'm comment guy.
Possibility. Let's see. Oh man, there's a lot. All right, let's see. T-Man says, "It's sad. I hope it wasn't super bad. Hulk Hogan turning heel again." Yeah.
I really hope it wasn't really bad.
Lennox Wooderson says, "Why couldn't it be Vince or Cena?" Yeah, my whole thing is, if this makes huge headlines and it sells a lot of stuff, there has to be film footage and audio footage of Vince just being racist. I'd be honest with you. If I was Vince McMahon, I'd be scared. Because you're like, oh yeah, that's how the public is reacting? And then you got to think how often he's been racist. I mean, he's been racist on camera. You know what I mean? And not just Vince. You might have to step down at 32. You know what I mean? Random HD Gaming. I've never been a fan of Hulk Hogan, and just knowing that WWE is basically a racist company, I'm not surprised. # bring back Patrick. Thank you, Random.
I agree. Bring back Patrick. They never will, though.
Whitey 1550. Has anyone heard the evidence of this? No. I think it's the National Enquirer will be releasing it tomorrow.
Yeah, that's what the post that came out before any of the deleting or anything happened said.
Yeah, so right now they're doing damage control, and tomorrow that's when we're going to find out. And I think tomorrow's going to be very interesting, because was it like, that black person driving that car disturbs me. Yo, racist! Or is it something really horrible? Yeah.
Like, I'm thinking it's got to be Mel Gibson level bigotry rant, right? Like, it's got to be.
I'm thinking way worse, just because it's WWE, man. Like,
it's gotta be so bad.
Like, Hollywood's so liberal. Hollywood's so loving and caring. So, Mel Gibson saying this is so out of touch for that atmosphere. You know what I mean? But WWE is pretty fucking racist, so it's kind of like it's got to be really bad.
How do you erase Hulk Hogan? He's so fucking, like, he's interwoven into your entire brand.
I don't know. Do you think Vince does the old wink wink, here's a couple bucks, lay fucking low?
That's what I think he did.
We'll see
I think I legitimately think that's what that tweet Hogan did at like 1 a.m. or whatever was him getting the heads up, like, hey, this is what we're going to do, lay low, and we'll sort it out later. You have to lay low, though, or this doesn't work.
And not only, but it also hurts his court case because you're going for that sex tape for millions, then you have to go for this audio tape, and it's just like, man, here's a valuable lesson. And I used to love Bubba the Love Sponge. Do not become friends with Bubba the Love Sponge, even
Seriously.
if Bubba had nothing to do with it.
Sure, it sounds great on paper. He'll let you fuck his wife and stuff. Like, it's like, whoa, hold on, that's how good of friends we are, man. But you don't know it's because he wants to record you fucking his wife. And he's also been recording your racist rants, apparently.
Anti-Trolltron 9000 says, damn, this kind of hurts me, Coco. Hogan was supposed to represent Americans of all race.
Right? Well, he's supposed to be a real American.
Well, not only about the real American, but this is one thing that I've always hated about Hulk Hogan and John Cena. You can't live up to that character. Like, the problem with John Cena is, oh, you're perfect, I get it, but you're not perfect. And same thing with Hulk Hogan. That's why I think the over-the-top baby faces are just not good for your mental health or for your company. Like, no one is perfect. And in Japan, they do that with teachers. They're like, oh, I see you have another business. Yeah, I have another business. I don't care. Don't hire me. It's like no one is perfect. No one. Like, and that's what always shocks me. Like, you're a teacher, but you curse? You don't think your teachers curse? Like, once you make someone perfect, and not only that, but once you make someone perfect too, people blindly defend them. And I think that's what happens a lot with law enforcement. Law enforcement's like, I did something horrible, but they're like, no, it's the good guy. You know what I mean? Same thing with Superman. Now we're getting into like Superman versus Batman stuff. But once you make someone so perfect, they're going to be let down. Like, you don't think John Cena's going to let you down?
I think Superman's a bad example of that. Superman has way more flaws than John Cena.
Very true.
Realistically, like, if you read the Superman comics, Superman is actually flawed and troubled in ways that just aren't the same for us. He's basically an alien trying to blend in with humanity and trying to do what's right all the time. He's John Cena if John Cena were booked right.
Yeah. And so there you go. And Lennox would have said, isn't WWE already racist? Oh yeah, easily, and not only that, but I think Hulk Hogan might be fucked, but I think WWE is really fucked, really fucked. Because the thing is, they're like, well, because the media doesn't give a fuck about doing the right thing. The media cares about reaction. And then they see the reaction that everyone's doing about Hulk Hogan. So like, wait, we can dig deeper because we got to sell newspapers. We got to get those clicks. So
that's the thing I'm expecting.
Yeah, I'm expecting a lot more people just out of the woodwork. And not all that, but what if they really did burn the bridge with Hulk Hogan? You know how much dirt? I mean,
there are a lot of things to think about.
If I was Jimmy Snuka, I'd be calling up like, listen, brother, I was always on your side. Like if you have skeletons in your closet, you best be calling, because The Rock is like that. The Rock, like, if you say something bad about The Rock, allegedly, and you're like a professional wrestler, he'll like call you. He's like, bitch, I got a lot of fucking money on the line. What's going on? And I I don't know. I think we're in for a whirlwind of fucking.
Especially because you have to look at how the day is going to play out. Because a lot of people are asleep now. Like, realistically, a lot of people are asleep now in where WWE is based. And a lot of the wrestlers for WWE and a lot of the wrestlers who have racist stories about things that have happened to them in WWE, like Gail Kim, are asleep right now. But when this hits
Del Rio,
but when this hits today, you have to look at it. Even if Hogan doesn't do anything to hurt WWE, the fact WWE scrubbed him off their website for a racist comment is going to incite people. People like Gail Kim, Gail Kim is open all the time about the fact WWE is racist. She is brutally honest about it. She mentions it regularly.
And now she's going to have a stage, because you know the National Enquirer is going to want to follow up on this when it sells so many papers. Same thing.
And I think that's where it's going to hurt. Is I think a lot of people are going to see the punishment that Hulk Hogan got for this.
It's going to look bad for people like Mark Henry for not speaking up. Mark Henry had to deal with racism and just kept quiet. Now that's on the front stage, you're like, dude, you need to say something. Random HD Gamer says, and didn't Vince say my nigga around Booker T? Yeah, all the time. And I think this is it. Lennox Wooderson sent us a link, so I apologize. I don't like clicking links while I'm doing live. But
you want me to talk? I'll talk. You watch your link. You tell me what's going on after. But my big thing is you have to think all these people who have been slighted by racism in WWE, like, well, I'll use Del Rio as an example.
It's the same link you sent me about the video where he used the N-word often.
Okay, so here's my question. Fuck, I lost my train of thought for a second. Take the wheel. Take the wheel.
All right, I'm just going to go to comments. Okay. See, Vince said the N-word in front of Booker T and Shamel on TV one time. How's that different? It's way worse. It's way worse. Because not only that, but at least Hogan can be like, hey, I got fucked, dude. Yeah, I'm a racist, but wasn't racist on national television.
Yeah, Hogan can at least say I was being racist in privacy with someone I thought I could trust. I was upset. I was really in a bad mood. It was a really shitty day. And like, there was a lot of context that's not included here, blah, blah, blah. There are a lot of ways he could spin it to make it look like it was just it's a bad excerpt from his life. He's not a racist. But
Vince can't even say he wasn't sober. He can't, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Like, that's the thing. Like, Hogan can twist this and try and work it out.
Do you think that's why Vince is going over the top trying to correct it? Because he's like, oh, fuck, I'm next.
Maybe. But you gotta look. That's what I was going to say. Is like, all right, look at the Del Rio situation, for example. Say I'm Alberto Del Rio. I wake up today. I hear about all this. Hulk Hogan's been scrubbed from the entire WWE existence for racist comments. But the dude that was making racist comments to you a few fucking weeks ago, Hogan's getting scrubbed for a video 3 years old. But the guy who from weeks ago didn't get shit. You're telling me you don't think Del Rio's going to make a comment about that?
Yeah. But it's going to be so loud. It's going to be so loud now. Let's see.
WWE scrubbing him was a bad move.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. Let me put these in order. Give me a second. I apologize. I was wondering why. All right. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Lennox Wooderson says this only makes John Cena stronger. A little bit, because he's going to be a bigger part of the history, and also a little bit because he can learn from other people's mistakes. He'd be like, okay, don't do that. Don't do that.
To be fair, though,
from the history and, go ahead.
To be fair, Cena in the background, based off his Instagram that WWE is making him be more corporate on now. But before that, his Instagram was just him, no commentary or anything. He just shares stuff he liked. He is a nerd. He is a dorky dude. I don't think he's going to anyone's house making racist rants. I think he's a dorky dude who spends all his time alone or with Nikki when he's not working.
I think, like, and you get a lot of this in quarterbacks. I think he's just a dorky dude, but not only that, but like he's so focused on his career that he has no strong thoughts on anything. You know what I mean? Like he's, I don't know. I don't want to say he's dumb on purpose, but he's focused and he just cares about it. He's like that quarterback that doesn't go out drinking with his teammates. Is the quarterback? You know what I mean? So I think that's the type of personality he is. So I'd be shocked. But then again, you could say the same thing about Hogan. But Hogan, he was a partier.
Hogan didn't make that many wishes. There's no way John Cena made that many wishes and didn't have to make a few black ones.
All right, now we're getting
Let's be honest.
Lennox Woodard said he doesn't use it in a racist manner from what I heard. Maybe I missed it, though. I do have Coco Sports in the background.
No, he doesn't use it in a racist manner in that video. He's actually pretty calm and friendly about it.
But he uses it often. But yeah, he's just... It's just a white guy trying to be hip.
In the environment, it was totally okay. He was saying it. All of them were fine with it. It was... You know what I mean? He wasn't...
Yeah, well, I mean, the hosts, they were just starstruck. So I don't think they were going to be correcting
That's possible.
Nick Quaderozo asked, do you live in Japan? I live in Japan, and the guy you can't see, Rob, he lives in the States.
I live in Japan.
Okay, sure. Sure, welcome to Japan. Lennox Wooderson, Rob, Superman versus Goku. Go. So it's to you.
Superman versus who?
Goku.
Superman. Unless we give Goku a year. If we give Goku a year, he wins every fight because somehow he's bullshit.
And scheduling?
Yeah, basically scheduling. If they book it like Mayweather versus Pacquiao, Goku wins. If they book it like Kevin Owens versus Cena, Superman wins.
Now we know, and knowing's half the battle. And people are like, do you try to read every comment? Enough said. John Levy says, who do you think will be back in WWE first, Hulk Hogan or CM Punk? I don't know. It depends how bad the rant is, but I imagine even with the racist rant, I think Hulk Hogan comes back.
They scrubbed him. That's the part that I can't get over.
Yeah, well, we'll find out. We'll find out more. Lennox Wooderson says Vince said the N-word right in front of Booker T. Yeah, we talked about that. Anti-Troll 9000. Hey, Coco, do you think it would be a blessing in disguise that we can start showing how they aren't racist by dropping the racist gimmick by pushing wrestlers with different backgrounds? That's what I was trying to hint at earlier, and you said it a lot better than me. I think, when Benoit situation happened, they got rid of drugs. Maybe now that the Hogan situation, they'll get rid of racism. Could we possibly have 2 Asians on the roster?
Oh my God! Could you imagine? Could you imagine if they called up Uha and just we're like, listen, Uha, we got to get a black guy at the top immediately.
Oh man, I'd be so happy for Uha Nation. I love Uha Nation. For those that don't know how much we love Uha Nation, please go back and watch Coco Sports Stream.
Go watch Coco Sports Stream and see 2 straight men like Uha Nation way more than they should and get very upset at Ricochet.
Yes. Random HD Gambit says WWE should have been fucked a long time ago. New Day stereotype, primetime stereotype, no black WWE champions. And I agree with that.
Oh, that's the other thing I didn't think about. Whenever researchers are starting to look into all this, there's no way that no one's going to... there's got to be at least one journalist out there who's a mark. One serious journalist out there in the world.
They have a newspaper journalist. I forget his name. It's a really long name, but he works for Miami Herald. But I'm hoping that he uses his journalism skills and not his mark skills. But yeah, and not only that, but Meltzer might be all over this, man.
Meltzer's going to do a lot.
Yeah, I mean, because Meltzer, some people love him, some people hate him. But when there's, dirt in the air, he's getting it all. Lennox Wooderson. This will be the last question tonight because I have to cook spaghetti. You ever notice whenever you're on? I cook spaghetti way too much. We live in Japan, but we eat Italian like crazy. Rob, how often do I say, hey, I got to go cook spaghetti?
So often that it's a joke to me now, and every time you tell me you're going somewhere, I'm like, all right, enjoy your spaghetti, man.
Yeah, and the funny part is, I think it was maybe 2-3 nights ago, you're like, oh, I got to cook dinner. Like, spaghetti? I was like, no, meatballs and macaroni.
Yeah, I remember. He was like, oh, okay, so it's still pasta.
Yeah. Lennox Wooderson, this will be the last question, and we'll try to get to more later. Thank you for all those checking in live. Who replaces Hogan on Tough Enough?
I think the best move is with how rave reviews everyone has for The Miz as a host on Tough Talk. I feel like the easiest thing to do is move Jericho onto the judges' table and make The Miz the host of both shows.
Yeah. All right, we got some more in the spam. I missed a lot of comments last show. I don't know, but it's going to be awkward. I was thinking maybe Stone Cold, but who?
And how do they explain it?
But how much even awkward is it if it's a black athlete?
Oh my God!
I'm here because you know why. You know why.
How bad do you think it is if they've just immediately Booker T or someone's like that guy, and it's like, wait, what?
Yeah, it's gonna be. I don't know. I just hope it ain't a publicity stunt. I doubt it. Hogan to Global Force Wrestling? I don't think Jarrett would. I think because once you get,
You mean TNA too?
yeah, take the whole company down. Vince and Trips are racist. I don't know if Triple H is racist. Well, I don't know. He did fuck over Shelton Benjamin pretty goddamn.
And he did
bad.
do that thing to Booker T the other, like a few months back. Remember?
Yeah.
Where, like, he Booker T
fuck,
on the
fuck
desk.
Triple H.
Just fucking hardcore.
But you got to go for the kingpin. If you want WWE not to be racist, you have to get the
Vince and Michael Hayes are the bigger concerns than Triple H.
Yeah. Nick says, "Why live in Japan though?" My wife's Japanese. I own 2 companies. I own a house. It's the crime rate is really low. I don't know. I enjoy it. I don't know why. I don't know. I was stationed out here in the military. Met my wife. So, I mean, yeah. I mean, because here's the thing. Maybe he's asking why because Japanese people are racist, but Japanese people are like cute racist. No one's throwing bricks through my window. No one's doing anything. The cops, just were like, no, that's Dave. He lives here, you fucking crazy old bat. And there's racism everywhere. And if I had to choose my racism, I'd definitely choose Japanese racism over most of the world's racism.
Mm-hmm.
No one's burning crosses, killing me, throwing bricks through windows, beating me up. So yeah, you have racism, but I think it's like cute, uneducated racism, not to harm you racism. But yeah,
It's those people nuked us racism.
All right, thank you for ending on such a high note there.
I'm serious. I wouldn't trust white people either. Nuke the shit out of them.
All right,
I'd be like, fuck all you Americans.
Yeah, so you're going to run into racism everywhere, and I believe in it. I've said this before. I feel like Jerry Springer. Let's get real. I took the hat off, took the glasses. They did a study here in Hong Kong, Japan, and I believe a couple American universities, and they interviewed people. And in the interview, it wasn't the only question. So they had 100 questions, and one of them is, "Do you see yourself as a racist?" And then they followed you for a documentary. So you didn't know why the documentary was followed. And people that said they weren't racist were just as bad as people that openly admitted they were racist. People that scored the best were people that said they were a little bit racist. So they would put you in a situation where they gave you a test and then you would interact with other races and stuff. And what they found out is people are so quick to deny even having a little bit of racism in them that they're actually worse or just as bad as people that are openly racist. Because they found out people that are openly racist still live in the world, still do it. They just don't like those people. But people are like, oh, no, I'm not racist. We're actually scored just as low as treating other races that way. And they did it in I think 4 different continents. So, yeah, I don't know. I think everyone's a little bit racist. It's just how they handle it. If you educate yourself and try to become a better person, then that's a good reason. But be careful saying you're not racist because, a lot of times you're not educated. You're like, oh, should I not? Should I do this? Should I do that? You know what I mean? And just try to be cool to everyone. Just try to be cool to everyone and educate yourself. And this got way too after schooly.
Mm-hmm.
Rob, thank you for returning on such a, at least you came.
Oh, you said my name.
Topic. Oh, cynical? Am I not supposed to? Are you a luchador?
No. I more meant the fact you didn't. We didn't do introductions.
Oh yeah, we went right into it. Like, this is crazy.
I sang the Real American song, and then we're just on the air.
All right,
that's
Rob,
what it is. I fucked up your intro.
It's okay. It's a different type of show. Rob is from Cynical. He has Let's Plays over there. I'm Dave Coco from Coco Sports. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you all for being here, being in a tough conversation. Because I don't know, talking about race is always tough, and it's going to be really interesting. I bet you anyone who watched this will definitely be looking forward to that audio clip. I don't know if looking forward is the right word. But
yeah, curious.
Curious, yeah. So once we hear it, maybe I work early in the morning. I volunteer, and maybe afterwards we can have a follow-up show about what he says. And I'm hoping to do a G1 review. We do a lot of pro wrestling reviews on this channel. All right, Rob, thank you for your comeback. You decided to take a nice, easy topic for your comeback.
Whoa. When the Turkey Maniacs find out that Hulkamania is no longer part of the WWE, we got to go out there. We got to be like, wait, whoa, we're not doing Mania anymore?
Oh, yeah, you might have to change your team name.
Yeah.
All right, so if you like pro wrestling, please give it a shot. Like, comment, subscribe. Check out our blog, cocosports.net. Good thing, we have breaking news, and the guys who run the news section are MIA. That's the Coco Sports tradition.
If only you still had your old news guy.
Oh, he sucked too. All right, so please like, comment, subscribe. We'll be back maybe in a couple hours for a G1 review. With that, I am over.